through interaction. When we look at the relationship between UX and marketing professionals, we become bogged down with a number of issues. Most of them are irrelevant to our true purpose. From a corporate perspective, it is the responsibility of every employee to protect the good standing of the corporate brand. The brand is our outward representation of our value in the marketplace. The protection of the brand helps the organization increase profit for the shareholders, adds value to our customer base. It also reduces the possibility of risk, legal issues, and loss of profit. From a customer perspective, they don't care about UX or marketing. They're there for one purpose. What is the product you have for me? How can that product benefit me? And overall, do I trust you? Do I have faith in your product and in your brand? When marketers and UX professionals are at odds, we risk brand damage. We risk loss of shareholder confidence. We risk customer loyalty issues and loss of profit. And loss of profit is not good for anyone who's sponsoring any projects within the organization. So, what does this mean for you? This can mean negative consequences for you, your organization, your team, and the customer. Your organization will hold you responsible for the damage you do to the customer and the brand. So how do we find balance? We find balance by understanding the totality of what we're here to do and what we're trying to accomplish for the consumer as well as the organization. They go hand in hand. You don't have one without the other. You can probably call back and remember scores of projects that you took and that you worked on, and they failed. And why did they fail? They failed because of the lack of communication between UX professionals and the marketers. And in the end, it's not just your failure, it's the failure of the customer and also the failure of the brand. Besides protecting the brand, marketing professionals and UX professionals are stewards of the heart, soul, and imagination of the products and services we create. We tell a story. We invite people in, and we get them to believe in the brand. We must also understand that things that make us different make us strong. We must celebrate them and incorporate them. Everyone has a value, we just need to uncover how it fits. Perception. Perception is reality. If we perceive marketers and UX professionals to be at odds, we'll be at odds. However, if we change our perception, we are now open to new possibilities, experiences, and growth. We must also hone the conversation between us. It must be an honest conversation, a genuine conversation about our personal goals and political goals and how they meet the needs of the customer and the needs of the organization. It is this communication that will break down the walls between us. However, we'll need more than just words. We'll need action. To truly understand each other, we need to interact with each other on many different levels, not just talking, but actually knowing each other on a day-to-day basis. When two martial artists spar, we give each other ideas. We take form, we take energy, with the common goal of finding peace and balance between each other. We become better as we strive together. I make you a better fighter, you make me a better fighter. Together, we are all better fighters. In order to make this change a reality, we have to focus on the details. So what are the details? The details are, what is the goal of the product? What is the goal of the customer? What part do we have to play in the success of that product and of that customer? Change starts at the team level. It takes a village to raise a child. It's not UX and marketers responsible for just project success. It's sponsors, project managers, developers, clients involved in our great journey. Every project has a path to an undiscovered country. Create the adventure that will challenge you. How the world changes with you. Bring the joy to the customer and the organization will be successful. You also need to develop a map for your journey. If there is no plan to enforce communication, interaction, or a common goal, the fellowship will suffer. Be proactive in what you do. Take responsibility for your project. When you fail, I fail. When we fail, the customer fails. And when the customer fails, the brand suffers. And if we fail to do and fail to learn the lessons from this, then the only thing we can do is work together to solve the problem. Don't forget to award personal success and team success. Develop an air of positive interactions and cultural change. You will find the issues you thought you had in the beginning are not relevant anymore, and a brave new world you help create is yours. Thank you.